What is going on, Sonic fans? It seems like we got some production going on in March of this year, and they're not wasting any time getting this thing cranking and started. And not to mention, Tika Sumter returns for the sequel. I may not see the movie yet, which is I'm hoping rather it's on DVD or it's free on Xfinity. I'll probably do my review of it sometime this year when I get a chance. But it says here that Sonic the Hedgehog 2 will race into production this spring. And we all know that because I made a video on this, I think 2 years ago or last year. I'm not sure. It turns out Paramount Pictures isn't wasting any time in getting Sonic the Hedgehog 2 into productions. According to actress Tika Sumter, who is set to return for the sequel, filming is set to begin in just a couple of short months in March. That means despite everything working against the industry in the last year, the movie will be shooting just over a year after the original hit theaters. That is pretty remarkable, all things considered, which is true. And she revealed this in a video, so we're not going to react to it because she just told us that she's going to be in a sequel. And this is big, y'all. So, Sumter was a big part of the Sonic the Hedgehog, playing the role of Maddie, the character who will be returning for the sequel, which was also officially confirmed by the studio in May of last year, during a recent appearance on Live with Kelly and Ryan. Live with Kelly and Ryan, I'm sorry, y'all. Sumter was explaining that her daughter was a big Sonic fan, while also revealing that the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 will be getting underway in March. Here's what she had to say, so we're not going to watch the video because we already know that. My daughter is obviously obsessed with Sonic. She told me she wants to meet Sonic, and I go, well, that's a problem, laughs. She's super excited about Sonic 2, which I'm about to start in March. Well, I can't really read to you what she says, but it's obvious of the way I'm reading it. I'm bad at tongue twirling, so she's super excited about Sonic 2, which I'm about to start in March. So I'm excited. We're shooting in Hawaii and Vancouver, but it's a huge hit in my house. So she's basically saying that her daughter is really excited for the sequel coming in March this year. And I'm excited too because I love Sonic. I love the character, him, Knuckles, and everybody. But the games, I'm not sure because I haven't really beaten both Sonic 1, 2, or 3. As it turns out, Sonic the Hedgehog was a big hit outside of her house as well. The movie, based on Sega's popular video game franchise of the same name, was released in February 2020. It managed to get a decent run in theaters before many of them started closing over health and safety concerns due to COVID-19, which we all know. Even with its run at the box office cut short, the movie earned a truly solid $340 million globally. It also had a good run as a rental title before making its way to home video. Plot details for the follow-up are largely being kept under wraps for the sequel, though we know some more characters from the video games such as Tails and Knuckles will have a large roles. James Marsden is also expected to reprise his role as Tom, with Ben Schwartz returning as the voice of Sonic. Jeff Flower is also set to return to the director's chair. God, what's wrong with me, y'all? To the director's chair. Pat Casey and Josh Miller are set to pen the screenplay with Deadpool director Tim Miller on the board once again. Executive producer. Sometimes when I read this stuff, I stutter and I struggle to take my time doing stuff. So y'all please forgive me for that, man. Paramount worked to keep much of the core creative team on board. It is also not unlikely that Jim Carrey will return as Dr. Robotnik. Here's the thing with Jim Carrey's Robotnik. I think he said something about one time that they should have put extra makeup on him because the character is known to be fat, bald, thick mustache. That's what Jim Carrey should have been in the first Sonic movie, like last year. But some people say that he did a good job as Dr. Robotnik. So many Hollywood productions have had trouble getting off the ground, given current conditions, but things seem to be moving right along on the front. Paramount is doubtably, hopeful that they can have a sequel ready by the time theaters are back up and running again at normal levels. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 does not yet have a release date set. We'll be sure to keep you posted as further details on the sequel. As you know what, forget it, cause I can't even. Like sometimes when you give videos update on YouTube, you manage to mess up on your rating, and even though it's good, but there's just some stuff that is causing you to miss some words right. And I'm kind of on the front line of the struggle with it as well. So y'all know me. Sometimes I read good, sometimes I read bad. But at this point, when it comes to certain topics like this, I gotta try to do my best I can to get my reading under control. Cause man, well yeah, I'm definitely excited for the sequel coming out this year. I think it's going to be one of the biggest hits in Hollywood. Much like the first movie, I think the sequel is going to do a lot better, and hopefully they won't mess up this time. So if y'all want the original article, it'll be down below. So with that being said, that's going to be it for this video. So I hope you guys are excited for it, because I am. If you are, you know what to do. Put it in the chat down below. So we'll see how it goes.